Hi everybody, happy to be back with you. Welcome to ePathshala. I am P. Jagadambal, Assistant Professor, Department of Human Development from Avinashalingam University. Now we are going to discuss about yet another important aspect of early childhood education, that is how to evaluate the equipment in an ECE center. As an educator, parent or caretaker of children in the age group of 2 to 6 years, what could be their expectations about school? As a place where a child spends more than 3 hours, how can an ECE center should be? Any idea? Most of us think about financial aspect, whether we could afford to pay. Some might think about the distance of the school. Will it be possible for my child to travel the distance? Some might give a thought towards the teaching and the teachers. Only very few think about the safety and comfort of the children. Of course, most of the parents visit the schools prior to admitting the child to the school. Actually, what they focus on may be the safety during the travel and in classroom. But they should give attention to the equipment and materials the children are provided with for learning and play. Most of the ECE centers follow play method of teaching, wherein the children are expected to use play materials and equipment both for learning and playing. Wherever the children are, they use one or the other material to learn, play or eat. So, the selection of the play material becomes the prime of establishing an ECE center, and an equal attention should be given to their maintenance. An early childhood educator should have wide and immense knowledge on this aspect, and the parents need to give equal contribution. As all of us aware, play helps children in various ways. It helps the children to build their bodies, it makes them fit and teaches them vital skills like planning, negotiating, being creative, and it also motivates the children to take risks and to experiment. It also enables the children to have fun and enjoying themselves. This brings in the necessity for the appropriate provision of for equipment in an ECE center both for learning and playing. When play becomes mode of learning, like in most ECE centers, the need is still the more. Equipment selection, maintenance and forms the basic part of running an ECE center. The process does not end with the selection and maintenance. Ensuring the safety of play settings are very much needed. The settings should be safe, inviting, and any equipment or materials used should also be safe, durable and appropriate for the age, ability and cultural background of the child. Importance of play and play equipment. Play is an essential and critical part of all children's development. Play is considered as a child's work which obviously they enjoy and do. Play is important for children's all-round development and for the children to bond. It offers a chance for a child to connect with their peers and adults and gain a little understanding of the world around them. They, in way of imitating the adults or making themselves ready for their future role, they play together with their age mates and require a sense of cooperation and belongingness. Play cannot be separated from a child's life, and so do the play equipment. Any ECE center, irrespective of the methodology they follow, should possess the required equipment. Equipment is very important for effective functioning of an ECE center. There is a need for variety of equipment to provide the children with challenging and interesting learning experiences. The curriculum of ECE centers require different types of equipment to enhance the motor skill, muscular coordination, social skill, cognitive skills, creativity, imagination and emotional stability. As Harlock calls, early childhood is a toy age and it shows the importance of toys and play materials in the life of a child. Coming on to the criteria of selecting a materials, an ECE center should provide high quality early learning experience for the children through safe and stimulating environments that are warm, comfortable and aesthetically pleasing. Children are active learners and they prefer to use the physical environment in a direct hands-on manner, which gives them a sense of achievement and satisfaction. The physical environment of the ECE center and all the materials and equipment in the center are a part of a child's learning experience. The schedule, the space, the interaction with others and the daily routines all provide learning opportunities. The learning environment should provide a rich assortment of materials and equipment for the children to develop socially, cognitively and physically. As an early childhood educator, the administrators and the teacher should take ultimate care in selecting the equipment and play materials for the children. Each and every item, starting from the kitchen utensils till the cleaning materials, everything should be child friendly and goal oriented. Balancing between these two criteria is a tough task and it requires the knowledge and skill of the educator to balance them. There are some factors to be considered in selecting an equipment for an ECE center, and it is as follows. The material and the equipment should be available in large numbers for each and every child to use them comfortably. It should be varied in shape and size so that they suit the ability of the children. It should cater to the developmental needs of children and offers many type of play so that an equipment can be utilized for multiple purpose. It should provide opportunity for children to experiment, explore and gain knowledge. And also it should be accessible to children to use and replace them. It should be organized into different corners of interest like manipulative corner, dramatic corner, etc. The equipment should be arranged so that the child can play on their own interest and capacity, and there should be no interference among them. They should encourage acceptance of diversity like race, culture, age, abilities and gender in all activity areas. The equipment should be rotated and changed frequently based on the children's interest. It should be provided as indoor and outdoor activities to broaden children's exploration and experiences. Now we are going to see about the types of equipments. An ECE center include varied activities to enhance all-round development of the children. This brings in the need to equip the ECE center with a variety of play materials and toys. Based on the purpose and location, they can be grouped into different categories. Dramatic play, it requires the kitchen equipments, that is vessels, dishes, spoons, ladles, plates, cups, etc. Child size furniture, tables, chairs and storage cabinets. Toy telephones, child size cleaning equipment like brooms, mops, dustpan, etc. Assorted dolls and accessories, dollhouse, buckets, tubs and mugs and costumes. Block corner, blocks of different size and shapes and colors, and sturdy wooden toys like cars, trucks, boats, planes, tractors, buses and helicopters. Creative and art corner requires adjustable easel boards, paints and brushes of different sizes, painting smocks, crayons and colored chalks, molding clay of different colors, scissors and glue, papers of different varieties like color papers, handmade papers, tissue papers, newspapers, white drawing papers, etc. And there should be a drying rack for all the paintings, and miscellaneous items like wiping cloths, beads, glitters and natural materials. The library should be equipped with books, computers, printers, audio system, LCD projector, flannel board and magazines. The manipulative corner will have puppets like hand puppets, finger puppets, stick puppets, and puzzles, word puzzles and picture puzzles, and board games like chess, carom, Chinese checker, ludo, snake and ladder, beads and string. The science corner requires aquarium and pets and magnets of various kinds, magnifying glasses, pegs and pegboards, scales, rhythm instruments, sandbox. The outdoor activity, which is of mainly physical experiences, includes balancing beam, tumbling mat, rocking board, steps and slides, walking boards, jungle gym, fabric tunnel, climbing ladder and climbing ropes, balls and bowling sets. And equipment for various domains of development. As all of you know, play is very crucial for children. Through their play experience, the children are able to improve overall physical fitness, build a variety of skills, work on problem solving, practice communication, and set goals to reach. Most of the ECE centers follow play as learning method where the child are active learners and they use the physical environment in direct hands-on manner. The physical environment or as well as the materials and equipment are a part of child's learning experience. Each child should be given opportunity to gain all-round development and toys and equipments are to be selected accordingly. Thus, a child development oriented curriculum needs different types of equipments for the development of various domains, that is muscular coordination, which includes jungle gym, swings, balancing board, etc., social skills, puppets, kitchen set, doctor set, etc., language skills, books, pictures, phanalograph, cards, etc., and creative skills with sand and clay paints. Imagination and other cognitive abilities can be developed with constructing and building different types of blocks and shapes, etc. Now we are going to see the equipment for a particular development. Physical development, which includes gross and fine motor development. Climbing or swinging equipment, that is climbers, ladders, slide, climbing rope, boxes, planks, tires, balancing beam, safety mats, swings and tunnels. Wheeled equipment and accessories like tricycles, riding toys, wagons. Games equipment, assorted balls, set of games equipment, bean bags, skipping ropes, tumbling mats. Manipulative toys, shape shorters, pegboards, stringing beads, sewing cards, things to fill and dump, drugs, boats, trains, animals and multi-ethnic people. Puzzles, wooden form, inlay and sequence puzzles. Blocks, set of medium and large sizes. Construction toys, nesting or staking toys, interlocking blocks, accessories, etc. That is train with interlocking track. And self-help skills, private storage space, child accessible labeled open shelving, appropriate sized or accessible furnishing, stool to help the child reach the toilet, sink and change table. Healthy and safety habits, individual equipment for hygiene, safety equipment like safety mats, helmets as needed. Intellectual development, stand and sensory materials and accessories, water play equipment and accessories, molding materials and accessories, cooking equipment and supply, and science equipment like plants, pets, magnifying glasses, magnets, scales and objects to weigh, set of animals including dinosaurs and natural collections, card and board games, memory games, objects to sort and classify, materials to string, visually stimulating display like pictures, artworks and toys, shape starters, stencils and tracing supply. The creative activity requires art and craft materials like easels, drying rack or space, equipment and materials for painting, drawing, coloring, cutting, gluing and collage, music and dance equipment, music instruments and props, housekeeping equipments, dolls and accessories, furniture, dishes and foods, imaginative play equipment, dress-up clothes, puppets, prop kits, unbreakable mirror. The aesthetic experience can be developed by providing a garden with grass, gardening and nature equipment like trowels, fur beater, and sensory motor development can be enhanced through floor pillows, soft sofa and chairs, varied floor surface, bubble blowing supplies and sensory materials. The language development, it includes the receptive and expressive language skills. Books and storytelling equipments with picture and storybooks, puppet theatres and props, felt board and figure sofa or comfortable chair. The listening equipment include tape or CD player, selection of music and songs, selection of story on tape or CD, telephones, walkie-talkies, cans and strings. Writing equipment needs paper and illustrating materials. A child has to release his emotions and he has to develop a good emotional development, which can be possible through positive and accurate self-concept. Picture and artwork display at child's eye level, including various cultures, genders, roles and abilities. Photographs of children and unbreakable mirror. Expressing feelings appropriately. Carpets, pillows, soft furnishing, nook or other quiet place to be alone, stuffed toys, dolls, and safe place to let off streams. The social development can be enhanced through working cooperatively and independently, and equipment and play props for group time, small group activity centers, artwork, blocks, and construction equipment, an adequate number for group play. Board and card games and large motor equipment promoting cooperative group play equipment designed with wide slides platforms for more than one child. Equipment for solitary activities like space, tent, carpet squares or soft chairs for individual children. And these equipment should be assessed and evaluated, and the points to be considered were toys and equipment that can be adapted to suit different ages, levels of ability, indoor or outdoor environments are particularly useful. An early childhood educator and caretaker should possess intense knowledge to assess the equipment used for the children in the center. Play equipment and toys should be assessed for their appropriateness. Any equipment should suit the purpose for which it is used. Play material should be suitable for the age, maturity, and developmental needs of children. An early childhood educator need to concentrate on the needs of individual child as well as group while using the equipment. An early childhood personnel should check the play materials and equipment for the durability of the equipment and safety of the children who use them. The indoor and outdoor toys should be firmly fixed. Small toys should be kept in low shelves so that they are easily accessible for the children. Attention should be given to assess the toys on the basis of their utility. A play equipment need to involve various skills of the child like play skills, emotional skills and social skills. Any equipment can be utilized for its maximum capacity only when it is carefully selected, purposefully used and periodically assessed. And the early childhood educator should have the ability to use the equipment, and the supervision part of it, the child must be supervised at all times while using outdoor play equipment. Risk assessment should be conducted to determine the appropriate number of people required to supervise the play areas. Supervising staff should be familiar with the equipment, the rules for use and of the ability of the children. There are certain guidelines for the staff to assess the equipment and the ability to use. The children should be educated about ways of using climbing equipment. The ECA personnel must ensure that outdoor play equipment is visible and can be appropriately supervised when in use. They have a responsibility to make regular checks for defects and record and report. Consideration should be given taking into the age and number of children using it at one time. Have responsibility to ensure appropriate behavior policy. Consideration need to be given to weather conditions, and outdoor play equipment should not be used during wet or icy conditions. Apparatus only be used at appropriate times when supervised. And the clothing and footwear, suitable clothing should be worn. Hazards can arise from unfastened coats, woolen gloves, scarves, ties, etc. Appropriate footwear must be used. Hazards may arise from slippery soles, open-toed and sling-back sandals, heels and untied laces. Play equipment standards. All outdoor and indoor play equipment must be designed, constructed, installed and maintained. Height should not be the dominant feature on any item of equipment. Interest, challenge and enjoyment should be achieved without the need for height itself. Climbing elements must not exceed 3 meters for children below 5 inches height, and it should be a maximum of 1.6 meters. Structures must be spaced clear of each other to prevent one activity interfering with another. They must also be clear of walls, fences, etc. Although impact observing surfaces cannot prevent accidents, they may reduce the level of injuries. There are a range of surfaces available including rubber mats and tiles, barks, etc. Materials such as topsoil and turf too have limited impact observing properties. Loose materials will spread only if not suitably contained and will need to be topped up from time to time. Thus, it is important to have additional bark available to top up to the original level. For any new equipment, a post-installation inspection must be arranged. Daily and pre-use checks by the staff. Equipment should be checked for the following criteria. There should not be any evidence of obvious wear or damage in the equipment. Area safe from health hazard, that is needles, glasses and feces, etc. Impact observing surfaces, no cuts and tear and wear and unstuck areas. All fastening tightly secured. No broken chains, stressed links or loose or twisted shackles. Uprights unbroken and firm in the ground. Where any defects and hazards are identified, appropriate steps must be taken to prevent use until problems have been satisfactorily resolved. Termly inspection, that is in-house, a more thorough check of the equipment to be conducted termly, and these records are kept on site. Annual inspection, a detailed certified inspection by an independent competent person, and these checks must be formally recorded and records kept on the site. Such checks ensure safety and identifies any improvements required in terms of the standard. The competent person conducting the annual inspection will advise on the extent of surfacing required for both static and moving equipment. To conclude, play is the work of children. They love and enjoy playing. An ECE center caters to the development needs of children mostly through play. They procure equipment and materials that suits the needs and ability of children. An early childhood educator should show competence in selecting, maintaining and utilizing the equipment. Only then the child development oriented curriculum will reach its goal of catering to the all-round development of children. Thank you all.